Hi, I'm Dr. Joan Friedman. Welcome back to Twin Tuesday. A few weeks ago, I gave a seminar online to an organization based out of London called Twins Trust. They used to have another name, but now they're Twins Trust. They've been around for a very long time and they provide amazing services all throughout the UK for families with multiples. I had a wonderful question that someone had asked that I wanted to share because it made me happy to answer it, and the people were asking. One woman asked me, what's the best way that extended family can be involved with twins? And I jumped on that answer by saying the best way they can be involved is by taking out one twin at a time. That they could provide this very important alone time that I'm talking about all the time. And they might have a wonderful time. They could do it with ease. If they were comfortable, if the parents can explain why this one-on-one time is really beneficial, I think that is the most help that they can possibly give because it really is giving individual attention, getting to know each twin, in their own time, in their own space. And it's just a wonderful gift for everyone involved. So I love the fact that someone asked me that question. Another question related to extended family was, what can you do when you've asked, relatives and cousins and so forth, not to call the kids with labels or roles like, the artistic one, or to be able to tell them apart, and not glom them together all the time, as a unit. And I've heard this kind of wish for kind of solutions to this problem for many years. I always give the anecdote that one woman I spoke to, she used to send individual pictures of each twin at different times to her in-laws to help them understand and reinforce how important it was to try to relate to them as individuals. I know most people, don't have the time to do this, and most people don't want to create negative feelings with relatives. So, in my estimation, if the family of origin is doing a good job at really trying to perpetuate individuality, that's what's going to be the most important in the long run. Also, as twins get older, and if they become very bothered by not being addressed by their name or not feeling that someone knows who they are, they can very politely say, tactfully say, I'm so and so. Please call me this name. We often get upset when we get confused, so it'd be really helpful if you could remember that I'm Jake as opposed to John. So I think twins themselves can ask for this kind of recognition in a tactful way as they get older. So that's my advice for extended families. And thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week.